Hi, thanks for staying tuned to Talk of the Town. I hope you've been calling in to win that great book by our author. And the number again was 565-5370. Joining me now, it's Rebecca Hogan. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on our show today. And it's about the Big Sisters Mentoring Program, and you're the coordinator of that.
I am, yes. I'm one of two.
Okay. Well, tell us all about this great program.
Okay, I'm happy to. I actually started as a Big Sister volunteer and then moved into the coordinator role. So I have the personal experience as well as the practical, I guess, too.
Very good. And so what does it mean to be a Big Sister mentor?
It means being a friend and taking the time to really encourage, love, build up, and have fun with kids. So we get to have a one-to-one relationship with children. So what I'm doing is I'm pairing people up who enjoy doing similar things, who are going to have a really good time together, and then they get to take it from there. And it's really neat to see the relationships that are built through this program.
And they're just showing a photo there, some great relationships there. I'm sure that they've struck up. So, okay, so what if I'm interested in being a Big Sister? What do I need to do? Well,
the first thing you have to do is give us a call. And we're in the YWCA, so you call the YWCA, ask for Big Sisters, and they direct you right on to us. And then we bring you in and we tell you all about the different ways you can volunteer. Everyone can give a different type of commitment. Not everyone can do our one-to-one role. So what we want to do is find where your skills are, find what you're interested in, and find what kind of time commitment you can make. And then we can link you up with a volunteer opportunity that's going to be right for you.
Oh, perfect. So give me a couple examples, because now that sounds interesting, because like you said, so many people are saying, well, I'm a little too busy to do this, but I'd like to help.
Exactly. And people only usually know about that one-to-one role, so they don't always know that they can do other things.
Right.
So what we do is we have about 30 kids on our wait list right now, and that goes back and forth, but it's usually about 30. And we want to get them involved. We want them to feel a part of things right from the start, and we want to start to build a relationship with them, because that's what Big Sisters is all about, is relationships. So we put on group events at least 2 times a month, and what volunteers can do is actually bring kids out to these events and be their Big Sister for the night. Or they can just help us run the events and plan the events maybe. A lot of craft nights, a lot of really creative hands-on things that we do, and then a lot of active things too. So we're swimming, we're doing bowling, wide games in the park. It's kind of the sky's the limit in terms of what we can do. And we find that different people will actually bring a lot of different things to the table. So some people maybe aren't even going to be involved long-term. But what they can do is come in, and we had a volunteer who taught our kids yoga. We had a volunteer who did a cheerleading session. So sometimes it's more of a short-term type of thing that you're going to do, but it gives us more ideas. It helps us, I mean, that we do have a budget for activities, but sometimes it's pretty tight. So that helps us to be more creative, but it also helps us to, you know, lighten the load on our budget.
Oh, well, and even just lighten the load on your manpower, because there's only so many hours in a day that you have. So all of these extra hands would be very beneficial.
It's a huge help, yeah. And there's a lot of skills I just don't have. I'm not a cheerleader in any way. So when people are able to come in and give their skills, it's a huge way to help out. And then they get to see things in action. It's a way to kind of see who the kids are, and a way to see who the other volunteers are, and what this volunteer experience is actually like.
That's good. It's sort of like a trying it on to see what fits.
Exactly.
And getting your feet wet, or, you know, see what it's, is this going to really work for me?
And sometimes really great volunteers come out of doing things like that. They just, you know, try it out for the day, and then we'll decide to follow through later.
Definitely. Well, and it spreads by word of mouth too. I'm sure you go and then you tell someone else, and before you know it, you never know who you might get for a volunteer.
It's true, and that's the most powerful way, I think, of spreading the word, is people who've done it actually sharing their experiences with other people. So we see most of our volunteers coming through word of mouth.
Oh, and people like that personal experience, don't they? They want to know what did you experience, or what did you get to do?
Yeah.
But well, it sounds all very good, and so people just need to give you a call and come down and
and then we have a screening process, just to make sure that the people coming in are safe and, you know, should be with the kids. But we let you know about that when we meet with you, so you're very well informed throughout the entire process.
But I mean, that's pretty standard with everything nowadays, where you have to either have a criminal record check,
absolutely, completely necessary,
sector check. I know all these new names, but you're right. It's all about being proactive and aware.
It is. And it's also a way for us to get to know our volunteers. And that's going to really help us to connect them with kids that they're going to have things in common with, and that they're really going to enjoy spending time with too.
Mm-hmm. Quick question, is this a year-round program, or does it stop in the summertime because we're all done?
No, it's always going. So our volunteers that commit to the one-to-one role where they're mentoring one child, they initially commit for a year.
Okay.
And as I said, we have opportunities for people who can't make that kind of commitment. Right. But for the matches that are going really well and the relationships that just become a natural thing, it's something that's just a part of your life. For those ones, it can go on for years and years and years. So yeah, programming year round, absolutely, and the relationships can be lifetime relationships, really.
Definitely. And like I said, you got opportunities. You can come see what it's about, getting involved a couple of times a month. There's events and other things going on as well.
Absolutely.
You always need volunteers.
We always need volunteers, yeah. We're always looking for more of the one-to-one, definitely.
Okay.
That's really the heart of what we're doing. But as I said, to have people help out for a one time or a couple times is great too. Perfect.
Well, I don't think we've missed anything. They just have to give you a call, get started.
That's right.
Check out all the great events, all the opportunities.
Right.
Well, thanks for coming in and filling us in on Big Sisters, because I know we get to hear about Big Brothers a lot, but we haven't heard from Big Sisters for a while.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks a lot.
Alrighty. Well, it has been a great show as usual. Lots of great events, great things happening in our city. If you'd like to get your event on our show, this is the place to be. And coming up on our next show, we do have Regina and Area Girl Guides, the Royal Saskatchewan Museum, Souls Harbor Mission, the Cafe and then Water Polo Regina, and the SO Cup. If you want to get your event on our show, you can give us a call at 565-5370, and we'd love to have you on our show and tell the Regina and area residents about what's happening. And if you'd like to be a volunteer, because we too here at Access like volunteers, and you can have lots of fun, learn some fun things, you can give us a call at 546-6803. It's been a great show. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned Monday through Friday here on Access.